All right, parents, pull out your wallets. It's prom season. Today's teens spend a third of their budget on promposals alone. High schoolers are orchestrating elaborate events like this one. One student asked his girlfriend to prom with a surprise hot air balloon ride over Phoenix. Luckily for him, she said yes. Dan the man here to share exactly how much the average student. What in the world? That's like a wedding proposal.
That's unbelievable. I don't think we spent that on our wedding. $919 is what the average family is spending on a prom.
That's a lot of money.
Can you imagine? Did you go to your prom, Lauren?
I did go
Sean?
to prom.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you guys know we've been there.
Hair.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, same.
And I didn't spend $900.
No, we didn't spend that. So, but it is true. The spending is out of control. So we're going to give you a few tips this morning on how to save a few bucks, but also break down what they're spending it on as well.
Don't do a promposal.
The promposal, average cost of these promposals, $324.
But
it's
why
out of control.
Why can't you just go up to her and say, hey, Dave, can you go to me?
That's exactly
right. Or just make a poster board, put some glitter on it.
Yeah. Well, there is a little, interesting enough, there is a little bit of a backlash against this. I did some reporting on the scene with my own daughter number 3, who's going to her prom in a couple weeks. We broke down some costs. We talked about the promposal. It said, Mags, did you do one? She said, nah, Dad, waste the money. We don't do those anymore.
Now, did she ask her guy or he asked her?
She asked her guy.
I love it.
Of course, because she's at an all-girls school, as you know. He's at an all-boys school, St. Joe's Prep, Marion Mercy Academy. So they sort of, get together like that.
Yeah, watch out for those prep kids.
Believe me.
Just saying.
I have a son that went to the prep. We know. But the idea is that some kids are now saying, you know what? We're going to call off the nuclear arms race with this when it comes to these costs, right? But it's still pretty expensive. Let's break it down. Tickets, right? $150 it's costing Maggie to get to her prom in a couple weeks.
For her and her guy?
Yeah. Now, when you went to the prom, it wasn't $150.
I don't know. It might have been.
I don't remember that, but I was going to say, I thought like $150 were for one person, but for two.
No, okay, all right. Yep. A dress. Now, here we go, Lauren. Here we go.
Yeah.
$350 is what the First Lady told me they spent on Maggie's dress. I had no idea until I asked this question yesterday.
Hello.
And I'm still shocked. But I'm told by good sources, my daughter and wife, that that's a bargain, Dad.
Really?
That's what I'm told. All right, but we're going to give you a tip on how to save some money on that. For example, you've heard of Rent a Runway.
Yes.
My other daughters, when they went to their proms, they used this Rent a Runway. Sean, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But apparently you can rent these really high-end designer dresses for $50.
And then you can send it back. So that way you don't have to buy it, get it altered to fit you, and then hang it back up.
I know what you're talking about.
All right.
I'm on Rent a Runway.
Nails, $40. Hair, $60. Flowers, $20, right?
Jeez.
So far, they haven't danced their first song yet, and I'm in the hole for $680 on this prom coming up, right? So still below the national average.
But did you set a budget? Did you say, okay, listen, here's the rules?
Here's the rules. You got to set some kind of budget. You got to set some limits around this. My kids are pretty good with this, obviously, because Dad sort of harps on them all the time.
Right.
So you want to set a budget. Put some. That is daughter number 2, Julia, last year or 2 years ago in her prom. That was a runway dress, I'm told, by Julia. So that was a $50 rental.
That's a gorgeous dress,
Saved a couple bucks.
Love blue. Love the blue color.
Well, thank you. I'll tell Jules you approved.
Now, did she go to prom? Did she ask to borrow your car? Did they take a limo? What'd they do?
So that's another interesting thing. These limos were really popular, right? Now, this year it seems, and in the last couple of years I've noticed with my own kids, not so much. Now they're driving themselves, like I did, by the way, to my own prom. And the limo thing sounds kind of, for some of these kids, that's yesterday's news. That's what our parents or older siblings did.
I think I went to 2 proms, and I think both times the guy drove, like borrowed his parents or older brother or someone's car.
I think we might have your prom picture. There we go!
What's up, boo? Looking like Brandy over there.
Now, what she's not telling you is she was the prom queen down south.
I was not. Dan gave me that title.
And look at Sean P. Diddy Combs, who you went to. He got no collar. I love it.
That was my senior year.
Okay.
He came back from college and took me to prom. Oh, the man with
Sean
the hair.
Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, man, that brings a tear to my eye.
Why is your date not in that picture, Sean?
Because he was with all guys. I've seen that picture. It's like 5 guys.
I think we have one more. That's me and the First Lady.
What?
500 years ago, I had hair, she had big hair, and there we are at our prom. So listen, guys, parents, be careful who your kids take to the prom because
they might end up
married, right? So be careful. One last tip for you. Guys, if you're out there watching, I know this is going to sound crazy. Instead of renting a tux, if you're going to more than one prom, consider buying a tux. Do you own a tux, Sean?
I do not, but I've been definitely planning to buy one, yes.
So check it out. You can buy these tuxes for actually not too bad, like $125. You can pick up a tux. and you'll use it more than once.
Yeah.
But unlike the dresses, the tuxes really don't go out of style.
They don't.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
true. My mom made my dad buy one.
So parents, if you're out there and you've got a son who's going to a prom, chances are he's going to go to another one next year. You might want to actually buy the tux instead of renting the tux.
That's tough, though, because you're talking about a high school kid who
Yeah, I
grows,
know.
So,
And finally,
you know.
if you're really parents, and I'm serious about this, if you're really jammed up a little bit, go speak to your high school counselor. The reality is high schools do make money available, either through their own budgets or through private donors, to help kids who otherwise wouldn't be able to go because of the... No kid should miss their prom because they can't afford it, right?
Totally
So there's
agree.
plenty of ways to do it, but the first step is you want to go to your high school counselor usually and say, look,
I need help.
I'm a little jammed up, and they will help you.
Good news. All right, Dan. Or you can win the lottery. That helps, right?